So today I posted a video, yesterday I posted a video, and it was about if there's something you need to do, just do the smallest amount of it possible, specifically content. If you need to post a video, just go post a quick video. It takes 60 seconds of your day, because I know that a lot of people want to post content. However, they're afraid of the mental barrier when they think, oh no, I need to make a video, but I don't feel like it. And the reframe that I was proposing was, hey, it actually doesn't take that much time. Just knock it out and get back to your life. It's 60 seconds. But that's for more of a person who is established. They're already posting. They've broken the prior barrier. And that prior barrier is the fear of what people are going to think when you post. And my story, I've been posting YouTube videos almost every day. I've got over 400 videos. So it's been over a year now that I've been posting videos. Literally a month more than a year. So 13 months. And for so long, I had the idea that I want to post YouTube videos. I think it's cool. I want to share my stories. I want to share the lessons I pick up. But I was afraid of what people were going to think of me. And it went on like that for probably 3-4 years. I had conceptualized the possibility of being a YouTuber maybe as early as 5th grade. I remember I posted this video with my friend. It was stupid, but it was the bleach challenge or something, where we pretended to drink bleach, which looking back sounds stupid, but it was the early signs that I want to make videos and I think I could be entertaining. And then as I grew older, as happens to pretty much everybody, my mind became more fixated on what other people thought of me. And especially since I was moving around all the time, I felt a lot of pressure to have this clean identity. And the thing about social media and moving around is, if you move somewhere, your past is presented to the person who looks at the social media. So if someone looks at your Instagram who doesn't know you and you have a bunch of content up, they're really able to see who you are. If you don't have a bunch of videos on your Instagram, however, you can create a new identity, if you will. So if you did some weird shit at your old school, cool. If you move, you get to create a new story. And it was funny, I would think about, wow, I could be whoever I want to be in this new place. But if you have a social media, you can't really do that. Secondly, I think the contrary is also detrimental. So if you stay in one place for the rest of your life, you actually might be more afraid to post. So there's two sides of the coin. Neither are screaming that, hey, you should post videos. Posting videos is going to be difficult no matter what. That's the point. But someone commented on my video the other day and they're like, how do you not be cringe? And so the point I'm alluding to, and this was kind of long-winded, but it really occurred to me when I got out of high school that your time to do this social media thing, whatever you want to call it, it's pretty short. Yes, you can start whenever, but you're most relevant, you're most in the game when you're 16 to 25. And then you start gaining responsibility, you start getting into relationships, maybe having kids, a mortgage, car payment, whatever it is. So the opportunity to me seems like it's shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, especially the amount of time I have available. So I realized, wow, this dream of mine is constantly running away from me. And the longer I stay stagnant, the less and less of a reality it becomes. The second limiting belief I had to break was that I needed to have a certain idea to start. You hear this all the time. Just start, just start, just start. Take action, take action, take action. But nobody really tells you what taking action looks like in this context. in the context of YouTube, taking action is literally posting anything. And I'm going to specify, but use your phone. If you're watching this right now, you've got a phone. Prop your phone up, turn it sideways, and press record in the camera app. Once you do that, talk about something that happened in your day. So if you would have called your friend and told them, hey, I was just at the grocery store and this woman came up to me and told me this funny joke. If you would have told your friend that, okay, now flip that switch and actually tell it to your phone. And the way I was able to be really consistent was I took advantage of a time slot that was unutilized every single day. And that's driving, which I'm doing right now. It was really easy for me to do a habit when I already drove every day, and I didn't really fill that time with anything super meaningful. Listen to podcasts, whatever, music. Music doesn't really do anything. You can set your vibe, whatever. But there's a pretty big gap in everyone's schedule to prop their phone up in their car and talk. And the reason I'm making this video right now is because time flies by when I prop my phone up and make a video. It's just a reality. So I think a really good place to start is filming yourself while you're driving. I went to Walmart. I got this, it was $10 or $15, but it just props my phone up on the dash. I clip it in, and then I start filming. And I think this format you can use for any niche. So if you want to make videos on the gym, you can do that. That's kind of what Sam Sulek does. So maybe add your own spin, or just say fuck it and just post either way, because who cares? You can also film money videos. Maybe you could do tips on, if you work in sales, you could do sales tips. I've done that. Whatever you're making videos on, you can do in the car, and anyone can take 5 minutes out of their day. So crush the limiting belief that you need more than 5 minutes to post on YouTube. Even less if you want to do it on TikTok. If you want to do it on TikTok, it's as easy as pulling out your phone and talking for 30 to 60 seconds. It's that easy. It's those little thoughts that you would tell a close friend, you say into your phone and then press post. And you can literally build a following by doing that. And you start paying attention to these little thoughts you have during the day. And instead of letting them just drift away into the oblivion, you record them and post them. And I'm not saying that's where every channel will end up. I'm not saying that it's the end all be all, that you should just post videos of yourself in the car every single day forever. However, your first 100 videos are pretty much going to suck no matter what. So why not knock those out with otherwise dead time driving, or any other time that you might be just sitting around and wondering, how can I make this productive? There's a giant beaming opportunity right in front of you in your phone. So start taking advantage of that, film a little something, and bam, you can cultivate an audience. And then maybe you step off of the car videos one day. Maybe you think, I'm going to try a video of me playing basketball. I'm going to try a gym video. I'm going to try a video of me writing on a whiteboard and teaching something about gymnastics. Whatever that is, it can morph and it can move and it can change. Your content's really malleable. And one thing that I always have to remind myself of as I make videos is I got to stay loose with it. I can't get married to a certain content form, because in the end, what I'm trying to build is centered around my authentic personality. I'm not trying to build some super specific video format that I'm married to and have to stay boxed into for the rest of my life. I'm trying to build something flexible where people come to interact with me and see what I'm talking about. I am the channel, not the content. So people are coming to watch Liam, not necessarily coming to watch the content I make. And that's where it gets really flexible, and that's where it gets really low maintenance. It's not a lot of oh, I need to set up my camera this way. I need to have a certain camera. I need to go film somewhere, which I'm experimenting with, and it's just fun. I've made videos recently that I had one video take me like 70 to 80 hours to make. That was fun, and I learned a lot. That's why I did it. However, there's days where that's just not possible, or weeks where that's not possible, or maybe weeks where I don't feel like doing that, and that's fine too. But the thing is, I got to remind myself, and this is just me yelling at my past self, I got to remind myself that I am the one that people should be coming to watch the videos for. If I have to dress it up in some crazy way to get people on the video, then they're not people that are going to stick around and snowball into a massive community. And that's the delineation. You can either build something with the clickbaity stuff, and sure, it might hit, and you might have people stick around for you. But really, if you want to build something worthwhile, long-lasting, you think about the Danny Duncans, the Mac DeMarcos in the music. You think about those people who they seem like they can post anything and it'll go viral. That's where I want to be. I think that's where a lot of people would strive to be. They can just effortlessly post viral content. And the way you get there is kind of paradoxical. You get to that viral state by not trying to get to the viral state. So you get viral by being the most raw YouTuber out there, I think. That's how I'm trying to get there anyways. I'm trying to get there by just posting whatever comes to my mind. And yes, I play around with thumbnails, I play around with titles, because I think to a certain point you can utilize those things to get eyes, and those initial eyes. But what keeps people around and keeps people coming back and keeps people loyal and really becoming friends with people on the internet happens when you're just yourself and you can post anything. That's what I'm trying to get to. And so, long story short, to circle back and conclude this video, if you were a beginner and you asked me, hey, since you're 400 videos in, how would you recommend I go about starting this? I would say get, or don't get, but right now, after we're done in this conversation, or from me to you, once you're done watching this video, I think you should film your first video after you watch this, because, okay, I'm telling you right now to do it. You probably won't do it otherwise if you haven't done it yet. So while the information's hot, you might be inspired from this video. If you're watching this, you got to the end, okay, check, that's you. And you've wanted to do social media, check, that's you. Then film your first video right when you hop off. Think about something that happened to you today that was interesting, and talk about it into your phone for 2 to 5 minutes. And then post it on YouTube. And then do the same thing tomorrow. And it can be spontaneous. Maybe something pops into your brain and you're walking in your neighborhood. Cool. Your phone's probably always with you. You can prop it up and film a video. It's not hard. I wish everyone would do that, because I would watch everybody's content. If everyone had videos of them talking about thoughts they had that they would normally tell a close friend, I would tune in. I think that's interesting. And there's 100,000 people who will think you're interesting too. So that's how you start. That's how you begin. Step by step. I hope this was helpful. My name's Liam. Subscribe if you like me. Bye-bye.